Albert Einstein was not born into comfort or opportunity. He came into the world in a small village where life was simple and problems were heavy. His family struggled with money, and even basic things like electricity or school fees were uncertain. But from the very beginning, Stein carried something rare inside him, a deep, unshakable discipline. While other children played, he would sit under a weak lamp with old books borrowed from neighbors. He believed that knowledge could become the key
to a life different from the one he was born into. Even as a young boy, he created routines for himself. He woke up before sunrise, planned his entire day, and trained his mind like an athlete trains his body. Nothing distracted him, not noise, not hunger, not the fear of failure. Whenever he faced,
he treated it like a lesson. He would write down what went wrong, fix it, and try again. Slowly, people around him noticed that he wasn't an ordinary kid. Teachers said his focus was sharper than anyone they had ever seen, but life did not get easier as he grew older. In fact, the world around him became tougher. People mocked his dreams. Some told him he should give up studying and work full-time to support his family. Some laughed at his habits, calling him unrealistic. But Stein never let negativity take control of his heart. He understood one truth: if he wanted a better future, he had to build it himself. So instead of arguing with people, he challenged his own limits. Day after day, he pushed himself harder. Years passed, filled with studying, experimenting, learning, failing, and trying again. And then came the moment that changed everything. Stein developed a solution to a national problem, something experts had struggled with for years. A system that made people's lives easier, saved money, and improved the country's progress. His discovery caught everyone's attention. Newspapers wrote about him. TV channels wanted interviews. Government officials requested meetings. People began asking, who is this young man, and how did he do what others couldn't? Despite the sudden fame, Stein stayed the same. He continued waking up early, working quietly, and improving his project. He never allowed success to make him lazy. His most famous quote came from that time: "Discipline doesn't end when success begins." For him, discipline was not a habit, it was a lifestyle. As his work expanded, the entire nation felt the impact. Jobs were created, systems improved, and young people found hope in his story. Slowly, the world began noticing his country because of him. International organizations invited him to speak. Other nations wanted to learn from his ideas. Documentaries mentioned his story. For the first time, his country started appearing in global conversations of innovation and discipline. One disciplined boy from a small village had lifted the name of an entire nation. Stein believed that greatness wasn't about competition, it was about contribution. He started training students, teaching them mindset, discipline, and consistency. He encouraged young people to dream bigger than their surroundings. He reminded them that destiny is not written by birth, but by habits. Throughout his life, he repeated one message: your background is not your destiny. Your habits are. His story became a symbol of hope, proof that no matter where you come from, you can rise through discipline and commitment. Albert Einstein's journey is not just a story of success. It is the story of a boy who had nothing, but built everything through discipline. A story of a man who didn't just change his life, he changed his country's place in the world. And a reminder for all of us that the world may not reward talent alone, but it always rewards discipline, persistence, and courage.